Hey guys, what's up? It's Will, and welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Will. We got a mean episode today. Never did this shit before. We're doing an interview, and we got Brett motherfucking Gray in the building.
Yeah, put the little applause.
Exactly.
Put the little Gucci bag.
Exactly. Okay. So, can you cook?
I can cook.
Can you cook
I can
gumbo
throw
though?
down.
Okay.
I've never made gumbo before.
Okay. Have you ever had it before?
Time, yes.
Okay.
When I was filming I'm a Virgo,
Right.
I lived in New Orleans for 5 months.
Right.
And I had lots of gumbo,
Okay.
lots of jambalaya, lots of crawfish.
Right.
Yeah. Lots of beignets.
Okay.
All that.
But did you make it?
I didn't make it,
Okay.
but what I'm telling you
Right.
is you have you got big shoes to fill
Exactly.
because I was in New Orleans
That's real.
with the gumbo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand. So we're gonna fuck this up for you.
So we're
So
gonna see.
first thing that I need you to
I'm
do.
gonna rate it, by the way. I just
Okay.
want you to know.
Mhm.
I'm gonna give you out of 10
Okay.
taste,
10. Taste,
presentation, and creativity.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna rock the mic. All right,
Okay.
cool. All right, so first thing I need you to do, I kind of have everything all set up. So first, we got our shredded chicken here.
Okay.
We got our sausage here. We have our shrimp here. We have our celery. We got our rice. We got our seasonings. We got
Right.
all that. The only thing I need you to cut is that onion. How's your culinary skills when it
My
comes to
culinary, chill. So I actually had culinary classes before.
Okay.
I failed knife skills.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did. So you gonna get a bunch of onions. They gonna
Okay,
be cut.
that's fine.
You
That's
feel me?
fine.
They gonna be cut.
Right.
They not gonna be equal size like this right here.
There we
All right,
go.
so this is what we gonna do.
Right.
We gonna start.
That's a new knife too, so it's sharp.
I can feel it.
Exactly.
Like it
Mhm.
just glid in here. This from IKEA.
Oh no. This from top.
Why he? Oh no.
No.
What's
Where did I
that?
get
Because
that
my
from?
knives is from IKEA.
Where I get this from? Target. Yeah. Don't.
I thought he was gonna say William Sonoma.
No.
or something. He
I
gonna
got
look
this from
down
Target.
on IKEA.
What? This
and
was
then
a-
say Target.
All right, cool. All right, we're not
Cool.
going to talk about
You
that.
right.
All right. See, there we go.
Okay, so this
We
right
can
here,
trash that.
these 2 layers, we don't never need these. That's what I call the first impression layers.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We're trying to dig deep. Okay, so this what I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go, semi to the end, like almost fully deep.
Okay.
I'm scared because this knife is sharp. This is okay, Target. Now see, we ain't even gonna worry about all this fall. Okay.
We will, but it's all
Okay.
good.
And then boom, we gonna hit it like that.
Oh, absolutely.
Boom. And this right here gets you your little.
You crying yet?
Oh no.
Okay.
I don't. I don't cry. I'm a real nigga.
Oh, all right. See, I fuck with that.
You
I
know
fuck with that.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't cry
Yeah.
out here no more. And so what I do right here with these big pieces, right?
Mhm.
This is really where
Right.
it gets critical. This is where they're not gonna teach you this in class.
They won't.
You take your knife right here like this, and you just
Just do that.
do that.
Just do that.
Yeah, and that right there, that's gonna make sure you get all your side. Anything that looks big,
Right.
cut it in half.
Cut it in half.
Exactly.
You ate that.
Great.
I'm gonna clap that up for you.
Thank
You
you.
did that. You did
Thank
that.
you.
I'm gonna trash that. So the next step,
Okay.
really easy. So I'm gonna throw a big ass. We want to talk about butter because I saw an interview like a couple months ago
Okay.
about your pancakes.
My pancakes.
Yeah, and you throw like a big ass stick of butter
Absolutely.
into your pancakes.
Sure do.
I need some pancakes.
My pancakes are A1.
A1.
A1 steak sauce.
So let me get the formula. So like,
Okay, so
like, how do
basically,
you do it?
it's easy, right? Once this is hot and bubbling and simmering like this, I pour the pancake mix in a nice little circle.
okay.
And I basically like fry the edges.
pancake.
Yeah, and then I
Okay.
flip it over and then it's done. That's it, a little cinnamon.
Okay. Oh, cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Okay, I fuck with that. I
Just
fuck
a
with
little, just a tad, you know?
that. Just a smidge.
So how often do you make gumbo?
I probably make it once or twice a year because in the summertime, why is you eating gumbo? You shouldn't be eating no damn soup in the summer. You shouldn't.
Okay.
So I'm gonna literally just like throw these all in and cook that up just a little bit.
Okay.
See, no sausage left behind.
Exactly.
So the main base when it comes down to gumbo is this thing right here. We call this the rux. So literally this is just your oil and flour mixed together until it's like dark like chocolate. And then from there, that's gonna make the gumbo thick. Yeah, so I made that this morning.
That's gonna make the gumbo thick.
Exactly. So we're gonna cook this up for like 2 to 3 minutes on each side. So I'm gonna
Okay.
just turn this up.
Great.
So
We're
back to history, right?
Back to history.
You're him,
Thank you.
and you should know that.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Do you feel like you're him?
I do.
Absolutely.
I do.
So talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about some shit that you've been through to get to where you at now.
Oh my gosh. If people only actually knew.
Right.
Growing up, like I didn't have lots of money or
Exactly.
anything like that. It was always sort of like whatever we had to do to
Right.
get it done, we just got it done.
Exactly.
You know, it was just me and my mom, and she took me everywhere, even if the cars was breaking down,
Exactly.
every audition, every class. That's the stuff people don't see.
Right.
After high school, I got into like Pace University, NYU, nothing I could afford,
Right.
basically.
Shit.
And so I actually had to go get a job and go back and forth from Philly to New York pretty
Right.
much every single day.
Damn.
Shanira was my best friend, is
Right.
my best friend still.
Right.
And so like I slept at her dorm for 3 nights a week
Right.
because at Pace you can do 3 consecutive nights.
Right.
And then I would sleep at my other friend's dorm, Gregory,
Right.
who lived downstairs in Shanira's building. So I would do 3 consecutive
shit.
nights with him.
So you really tagging him.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
really tagging him.
Exactly.
And then I would get on the megabus. What I would do is I would take the megabus. I would wait at McDonald's
Exactly.
till the megabus came.
Exactly.
I would get on the megabus,
Right.
ride the megabus to Baltimore
To Baltimore.
just to sleep.
Just to sleep.
Come back to New York in the morning because it was cheaper to do that
Got you.
than it was to go back to Philly,
Right.
go home,
Exactly.
wake up the next morning,
Right,
get
and
back
then
on the
come back.
megabus, and come back to New York City.
Damn.
It was like that, but then when I started getting my checks, I started getting myself back into classes, and I started working again,
Exactly.
and I started sort of like allotting my money so I could get on the bus and go back and forth
Right.
to auditions and stuff like that. But I feel like what a lot of people don't see in my story is the grind.
Exactly.
Like when I was growing up, I didn't have lots of clothes and stuff. So now it's like
Right, shit.
you know,
Exactly.
it's like I'm doing my thing. So it's like I feel like people see the sort of like finished project, and in my mind, I'm still at the beginning.
Exactly.
You
True.
know, but I'm glad you asked that because
Right.
I feel like a lot of people don't know. They think like, oh, you want to be an actor? You
Right.
just hop on Netflix
Exactly.
one day. Yeah, you just like,
Right.
how can I do this or whatever? But I've been in like years and years and years and years of classes,
Right.
years and years and years of like sitting on the side of the highway pouring water out the water bottle into the car because the car is overheating
Oh, shit.
on the way to stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And lots and lots of disappointments
Right.
and managers that I worked with that didn't ever pan out and
Right.
switched people and agents and training programs.
Right.
And like I went to Freedom Theater in Philly, I went to Broadway Dreams, I went to the Actors Center, I went to the Barrow Group in New York. So it's just like there's a real 10,000 hours
Right.
behind the result. that you
Exactly.
see. And on top of it, I got lucky.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like
right.
it was only maybe a year or 2 or 3 of grinding once I left high school before I got on my block.
Right.
And I know actors who I consider way better than me.
Right.
Way, you know, more resourceful. They have so much more knowledge and experience and stuff
Right.
that maybe haven't gotten their series
Right.
regular thing on TV yet.
Right.
That have been in New York for 10 years
Exactly.
or 15 years or 20 years. So, you know, I got lucky.
Right.
And I think the hard work is what allowed me to meet these opportunities with, you know, readiness.
Right.
But, you know, it really is just kind of like you cannot quit.
Absolutely not.
And so that was long.
That was, but that was some good
Yeah,
shit
my
right
body
there.
is-
It was.
yeah.
So I guess my next question to the sequel to that question is
Sequel.
how do you feel knowing that you made it out of Philly? Because you know it's hard out here for a pimp.
No, it really is hard out here for a pimp. And I feel like in my mind, like Philly has always been like a place that I feel like bred me into what it is. Like I feel like Philly gave me my sort of like mental toughness.
Right.
And the hustle ability, the grind ability
Right.
for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I never was one of those people that was like, I gotta make it out of Philly.
Right.
You know, I didn't have a horrible experience growing up here. I was
Right.
always surrounded by like loving family members and support.
Right.
I was surrounded by great art. I'm from uptown,
Right.
so like I had sort of I went to Catholic school growing
Right.
up. I had like a sort of like half and half experience with Philly where I
Right.
always had like a little bit more like privilege, I think.
Mhm.
So I think I always carried that with me.
Right.
But what I love about Philly so much is the talent.
Right.
There
We
is
are
such
talented.
a giant pool of talent and humor
Right.
and hustle
Right.
and fight in
Right.
Philly. And I feel like my goals now have been like, okay, yeah, you make it out of Philly, but I feel like my goals has been to like show Philly like there's a different mindset that
Exactly.
you can have from this same city
Right.
to get you wherever you want to go because we have it. Like
Exactly.
I was with somebody yesterday and they were saying like, yeah, when you're from Philly, you're not really afraid to move anywhere because you already know you're gonna make it. You know, it's like wherever you go, you already got the skills
Right.
to do whatever it is you need to do to get to where you need to go.
Right.
And I just wish more people in Philly knew that while they're still here.
True.
Because there is resource in Philly. There
Exactly.
is an artistic community in
Right.
Philly. There is culture.
Right.
There is a sound.
Mhm.
There is a feeling and a spirit and a soul in Philly that I think we overlook because
True.
we're so used to the hardship of it. I don't know, the city inspired me a lot.
Right.
And it's great to be able to be like, oh, I'm removed from
Right.
Philly,
Mhm.
but everywhere I've been
Right.
still hasn't felt like home for me yet.
Really?
So
Oh shit.
I still live here
Right.
and I'm always with my family and my friends from here and stuff when I'm not traveling.
Right.
So to me, it still has a special place
Right.
in my heart.
So next step, what I'm gonna do,
Okay.
that shit look delicious, right? I'm gonna take this off, I'm gonna put this on a plate, and then literally what I'm gonna do is take some broth, pour it in here, let that sizzle up a little bit, and then we're gonna throw some shit into this pot right here.
Okay, man.
Word. So, damn. That's
I like
crazy.
this bowl. This is not from Target.
What? This?
This bowl you putting it into.
Oh.
Target.
It is?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wait, am I sleeping on Target?
I think you are.
Yes.
You be going to Walmart?
Giving Crate and Barrel.
Exactly. So
We
what
ain't
I'm
even gotta say
gonna do, let's grab some chicken broth, right?
Okay.
College Inn, sponsor me and shit. So what we're gonna do, pour this up just a little bit. We're gonna add like, that much is great. Just so we can add the seasoning from the sausages into the pot right here.
Okay, so that's got the sausage butter in there.
Exactly, you got that. Cool, so we're gonna let that sizzle up a little bit. And then what we're gonna do, Brett, I'm gonna have you add the onions, the celery,
Add the onions
and
and the
then
celery.
the garlic
Okay, cool.
into this pot right after. Once it starts sizzling,
Okay.
just a little bit. Deglaze
What
the
I
pan.
do, I just
Yeah, on some salt
hit
based
it with the salt
Exactly.
shit. Yeah, okay.
Word.
This look good. If this was cool, I would taste it.
There we go.
So what's the dream, man? You want a cooking show? Like,
I'm
could you see yourself with a restaurant?
I
Like,
can, but I don't want, the things that I really love, which is cooking, to be something that I hate later on.
Oh.
So I feel like content creation all together, because I used to do gaming, the TikTok shit, just like a man that is able to do a bunch of shit.
Right.
So this is definitely going to be like the main thing, but I don't want it to be like the thing.
And you're doing all the right things, just keep doing everything and
Exactly.
showing it to them over and over and over again until they get it.
So we're gonna let this heat up. Yeah. So I guess my next question, if it wasn't acting or music, what would it have been?
Yo, that's so funny because during the pandemic and then the strike right after the pandemic, I was faced with that question.
Really?
Cause I didn't work for like over a year.
Right.
Like work when I say like on set,
Right.
Working and doing something new. So I was just like, who is Brett when I'm not acting?
Exactly.
Like what is and I feel like as creatives, sometimes we attach like our personal value to how much we're working, how well the work is doing, how much money it's making. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's like, for now I'm sitting there and I'm like, what do I do every day? Like what else would I want? Or like what would I do? And it's like, I feel like I'm in this section of my life right now where now I'm figuring that out. Like who I want to share my life with in terms of my friends, my relationships, everything. Like where I want to go, the places I want to travel, the other things and hobbies and stuff that I want to do. Like I've been getting into working out, and like I feel like now that's like a part of my life now. Like I feel like as long as I have the facility to continue that, I will never stop. I always will seek like better health for myself and the people around me. Like I think about it all the time. Like if I go, God forbid, outside and break my legs and can't act anymore, what would I do?
Exactly.
Probably content creation or something, like something else creative. Like I've always been into design.
Oh,
so obviously. I really want to. I not necessarily clothes, but I've always wanted to have my own like chain of hotels.
Oh shit! Ooh.
Like, and it's like interior design in the rooms. I'm really into hospitality. I used to watch Hotel Impossible. Like I've always come up with like little furniture pieces and stuff that I've always wanted to create.
That's
and I'm into architecture and stuff like that. So something in terms of like interior, exterior, experiential hospitality design.
Damn.
I feel like I would do. Build a hotel or something with a a farm in it.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then now everything is farm to table at the hotel. It's a little community.
Right.
So.
A hotel.
Boom.
So what we're gonna do is gonna add all of this into here.
What's that?
This is our broth. Chicken broth.
Chicken broth.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Rice is hard to make. So literally
rice is hard to make.
For me. Just a little bit.
I didn't know rice was hard to make.
It is. Like literally you gotta have the perfect amount of water to rice, because literally the shit just could end up just hard.
You don't do the little finger trick?
I do, but like sometimes I just like the overflow of water.
Okay, yeah, because real chefs don't measure.
I'm saying this is shit we be talking about. So literally I'm gonna just pour this in. Because they said typically for every cup of rice you have to double that in water. So this is 2 cups of water.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's 1 cup.
I measured that.
Oh, so you did measure
I did, but because it's rice. But
but
when it comes down to the seasoning, I won't.
Okay.
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So literally what I'm just gonna do.
And for real, that's a lot of y'all problems out there. It don't be that the food is not cooked. It don't be that the food don't have the potential to be good.
Exactly.
It's that y'all be slacking on the seasoning.
Absolutely.
Y'all are scared.
They're lazy.
Lazy. We don't like that.
We don't.
When we bite something,
right,
it should be a full experience. You know what I'm saying? I should be able to, is that seasoning salt? Lemon pepper,
right,
garlic. There should be other things to go with the chicken that I can pull out and know that they in there.
Right.
So you got a lot of stuff in here. I like this.
Right.
This right here, you're not gonna be able to taste all of this together, but you're gonna be able to get, you know, hints of the stuff that stand out. So
exactly. So I just did some salt and pepper on that. Okay. Starborn. Tell me about it. What did that mean to you?
Starborn. It was like a time in my life. Again, I was overwhelmed.
Right.
Like I was completely. My apartment looked crazy. I wasn't able to like fully extend myself out to all my friends, my family. I wasn't doing well answering the phone. I wasn't doing well. Just my mental health alone. And then I was comparing myself so much.
Right.
Like I was on social media. I'm looking at people, and I'm like, this person is 17 with $17 million.
Right.
And you know, this crazy house and apartment and awards and they're touring the world and they're, and I'm just, you know, I was in a space where I was just like trying too hard to control everything and it was just ending up in a mess.
Right.
And I always wanted to do merch. I always wanted to do a line, and you know, my team and stuff would always tell me like, well, you know, you're an actor, like you don't really have the influence to like sell clothes. You know, it's weird.
Whatever that means.
But whatever that means, but I kind of get it. It's like, you know, you have an artist, they make music, the music feels a certain type of way. If you make clothing that feels like the music, it makes people feel a part of the world. Whereas an actor, it's like your different roles.
Exactly.
I don't really know what really your personal brand is.
Exactly.
Other than like your red carpet look. So what is it we're really gonna, how can I connect? So I always wanted to make something just because I'm a creative.
Right.
Like I just wanted to, I see myself as like a full service thing. Like I got clothes, I got music, I'm in movies, I'm, you know, traveling, like content, all the things. Like I see, like you said, like everything.
Everything.
So I don't know, I was just overwhelmed at the time. I was making music, I was at this camp in New York City, and I was just so blocked, like creatively. I could not come up with anything because I was trying to figure out, well, what is my influence? Well, who's gonna like this? And how can I make this good? And just so many things I was putting on myself comparatively to how other people would feel about it. Right. And I was talking to my friend Jacob, and he's the designer of the graphic. And I was telling him how like when I was at Kappa, like I didn't have anywhere near the amount of money or like facility, and I would wear whatever I want, and I was loud, walking through the hallway singing and making friends and doing whatever I wanted to. It was like this fearlessness that was in me, and I felt like, you know, over time, like as you do things that like grow in scale, you always feel like the next thing has to be bigger than the last thing, or this thing has to be equal to this thing, or, you know, if you're an actor and you're doing well like this, like you do your first song, it can't be bad. That's not true. That's not true. It's gonna be your first song.
Exactly.
It could be a bad song.
Exactly.
And so just like learning how to like build that fearlessness back up.
Exactly.
And I was talking to my friend about, you know, your chakras and your solar plexus.
Right.
I was like, I need to work on my solar plexus. Like I need my inner light to come back. Like I need to go to that space where the dragon is holding the golden egg. You know what I'm saying? And like slay the dragon and steal the egg back. You know, like, and so he came up with this design. It was like light coming out of my eyes and my mouth. And when I first saw it, I was like, ooh, this what is this demonic? Like, what is this? Like,
yo, not demonic.
What in the devil? And he was like, no, like, I feel like that's you. Like, when your light is shining and you don't care about anything and you're just allowing yourself to be. And I was like, oh, that's so hard. And he was like, think of a name for it. It came to me immediately. I'm like, Starborn. Like,
oh shit.
It's just like the birth of a star from inside the body. Like, the star is going to eventually overtake the body. At a certain point, you won't even be able to look at me because it'll just be so much blinding light. Yeah. And so that became like a goal for me to like refine my light, to like let that shit shine, to wear what I want, say what I want, you know, do whatever I want. And to build that toughness back that takes. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put this on merch. And then it was also like kind of a note to my like biggest fans. Like people who've been here for such a long time. Like, who are willing to like walk around with my face
with
on
your
their
face on it.
shirt.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's like I wanted to tap in with them.
Right.
And make sure that I knew them and that I
Exactly.
saw them and that I know their accounts.
Right.
And you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
exactly.
Like see who's in the order list
Exactly.
and what it is. And as I build on the merch, as I build on the music, like these will be the people I make sure I take care of
Exactly.
first.
Absolutely.
You know, these will be the people that are getting, and eventually I want the Starborn hoodie to be like completely sold out.
Really?
And then
Didn't
like
it just sell out?
it did.
Okay,
it did.
great,
But I'm
great,
gonna do
great.
more
There we
drops
go,
of it, more
okay.
colors and stuff.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right.
But eventually I wanted to be like only OG fans even have the
Exactly.
Starborn. You can't even get it anywhere.
Right.
You know, it's like one of them essentials hoodies that you gotta get on.
Right, true.
Grailed
The
or
first
something
day,
like that.
like
Exactly.
type shit, but you'll never get
Exactly.
it. I fuck with that.
Yeah.
Cool.
We
So
have a whole team.
let's do this. So
Okay.
I'm gonna have you dump
Dump
this, in here.
into the chicken broth?
Yes.
Here now, I don't want it to pop me back. Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna have you drop the onions in here.
Okay.
You can drop all these.
Okay, bet. Here, let me get this little. This is my cutting skills. getting- Okay, boom. Uh-huh. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm fucking up your stove.
Fuck that stove.
Okay, boom. Okay, boom.
And then lastly, some garlic.
Oh, this is
Exactly.
the real important.
Exactly.
All of y'all scared? This is what y'all be needing.
Some
and
garlic.
y'all don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all food be okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is how you make it good.
Absolutely.
You need garlic and you need much more than you think you need.
exactly.
And you need to use it in everything because it go in everything.
Absolutely. And then you can take that spoon right there and just mix it up just a little bit.
Okay, this right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this look like one of them, a new version of them grandma spoons.
So let's talk about on my block, right?
Okay.
How? How? Like, how did that come into fruition? Like,
On my block.
yes, like how?
Okay, great
Right.
story here. I'm horrible at self-tapes.
Really?
Yeah, so when you get an audition, you have to make a tape. You gotta do it against a blank wall and
Right.
read your script or whatever. I want to go in the room
Right.
with the directors and the casting directors
Okay.
and show them what,
Right.
boom, you
what
know?
you're working with.
So every self-tape I would get, I would be like, hey, I'm not gonna be able to do this
Oh,
one.
shit,
Like, I
damn.
don't know this and the other thing, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
At the time, I was working in a play
Mhm.
in the Hamptons.
Right.
And my agent called me and she was like, Brett,
Mhm.
this is everything you want.
Right.
It's comedy.
Right.
It's young people, all your age. It's a rags to riches story.
shit,
It takes
right.
place in LA, this, that, and
Exactly.
the other thing. And so I'm like, okay, cool, click.
Click.
And in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, I've never done comedy.
Mhm.
Like up until this point,
Right.
I had done like Law and Order and Chicago
Right.
PD, like all stuff. I'm like,
Right,
like,
exactly.
oh, they killed this man.
Oh.
You know, like even all throughout
They
high
killed this
school,
man.
like I was always in like dramatic
Exactly.
kind of roles. I was a funny
Right.
person to know, like as a personality,
Right.
but I hadn't done like
Comedy.
a comedy script.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh hell, how am I gonna do this? Because Jamal was written to be like a 6 foot tall,
Oh shit.
yeah, like buff, like
Really?
but like kind of a lug head.
Okay.
Like, yeah, and I was like reading it like, this is not
Me.
me. Like, and they almost like kind of portrayed him as like slow genius, you know, where it's like, okay, he says things that are so dumb that sometimes
It makes sense.
it makes sense. Yeah, and it's
Okay.
like, imagine it like him talking to the gnomes and
Right.
stuff. Like, it wasn't like this whole like hyperactive kid who's just like whatever. It was like this sort of like, he's always a bit odd,
Right.
you know? And so I didn't have any of that
Okay.
to play with.
Mhm.
So I literally, this was the first time Nicole and my teachers would tell me like, bring yourself
Right.
to the role.
Right.
Like, make this you. And
Right.
if they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't.
Right.
So I made my tape.
Mhm.
It was basically the Jamal that came out now.
Okay.
But I got a call back.
Okay.
And they were like, come to LA to do this chemistry read with a bunch of other people.
Mhm.
And when I got there,
Right.
there was one Jasmine. It was
One.
Jess Garcia.
Okay.
So we already knew
Right,
that was
exactly.
Jasmine. There was
Spooky.
2 of everybody. And then there was 3 Jamals.
Oh shit.
So I'm just like, wait a minute, damn.
Damn.
Did I come here really
Right.
to fight for
Right.
this? So I come and it's me. I'm like me, Brett,
Right, Brett,
skinny,
exactly.
you know, whatever. And then
Right.
the other Jamals appear like they look like they could be like playing football.
Okay.
And like, you know, they
so
looked
the 6 foot buff.
They was
Yeah.
like stockier,
Okay.
like, you know, and they were playing Jamal more
Right.
with like a chill
Okay.
kind of like what kind
Right.
of energy.
Okay.
And I was giving like,
Oh shit.
you
yeah.
know,
Mhm.
so I was nervous. I was like, I'm not gonna get this role. And then they was calling everybody in. They would like pair us all up together to
Exactly.
see who like had chemistry with each other.
Mhm.
Never called me in,
Oh
not
shit.
one time.
Oh.
So then the very last hour they called me in,
Right.
and the group they called in was me,
Mhm.
Sierra,
Right.
Jason,
Right.
and Diego.
Right.
And we did a scene, and when I left, I was like, yo, that's the one.
Right.
I don't know what everybody else
Right.
did, and everybody else is very talented,
Exactly.
but that's the one. That's
Right.
what felt like the friend group when we
Mhm.
left. But I was like, they didn't really see me
Mm-mm.
for the script at all.
Right.
So I'm getting, literally, and this is how you know God, right?
Right.
I'm getting on the elevator. I'm pressing the button. My head is low.
Right.
I'm feeling upset. I get on the elevator. I call my mom. I'm like, Mom, like
Mhm.
I came here. They looked at like all these other Jamals, like way more than me. They didn't like call me in a lot. Like
Right.
I just went in and I hope I did everything that I could.
Right.
And you know, like
Mhm.
I came all the way to LA
Exactly.
and I'm gonna leave without no part.
Exactly.
You know, like,
Right.
and everybody else was from LA already.
Exactly.
Like, oh yeah,
So
man.
they just going down.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
going down the street. I'm
Exactly.
like, I feel
Meanwhile, you got
crazy.
a flight.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
like, I don't got no job like
Right.
I
Oh,
don't have to
shit.
go back to movie
Right.
forever.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
what's going on? Like,
Right.
so she's like, Brett, just calm down, take a deep breath,
Right.
this, that, and the other thing. Like, everything's gonna be fine. Like,
Right.
calm when you get to the airport. So I hang up
Mhm.
and I'm calling my ride. My
Right.
mentor at the time, Davon, who
Right.
lived in LA, who was giving me a ride to the airport.
Exactly.
He's like, bro, I'm 10 minutes late.
Oh shit.
So you gonna have to sit in there.
Uh-oh.
Like, and the audition was in the middle of the highway. So I'm like, oh damn.
Mm.
So I'm sitting on the couch. Next thing you know, the elevator opens. This girl comes out. She's like, Brett. I'm like,
What?
yeah. She like, we realized looking back through the tapes, like we didn't get a lot of you. Do you
Okay.
have time to come back up real quick?
Okay.
I said, shit.
Shit.
I'm going up there and I'm coming back with this
Exactly.
role. I went upstairs.
Right.
I did every single scene,
Right.
like 3-4 different ways.
Right.
And this is what I mean where I'm like, I like to be in the room. I was
Right.
asking them questions.
Exactly.
They was throwing notes at me, telling me to do stuff.
Right.
I was giving them just everything I got.
Right.
I came home like 2 weeks later. I got a call from the casting director.
Mhm.
He was like, hey, I'm walking into an audition right now. I can't talk too long,
Mhm.
but he was like, you're gonna get good news today.
Oh shit.
And I'm like,
I got the part.
did I get a part?
Right.
Like, and then he called me like maybe an hour later. And it was my manager,
Mhm.
my 3 agents,
Right.
the casting people,
Right.
the director. I'm
Right.
like, okay, yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
They're
I
like,
got it.
Brett, you got it. We want to offer you the role. Can you
Damn.
fly out next month?
Oh shit.
And that was Jamal.
Damn.
Yeah, and then we got it. We did the show. We knew the show had heart. We knew
Right.
the friend group was like tapping into people,
Mhm.
but we didn't know if we was gonna get a season 2
Mhm.
or, you know,
Right.
any of that. We was just hoping. It was like a little show that could at Netflix.
Exactly.
The show started bubbling. I think we had a big cliffhanger at the end.
Okay.
You know, if
Mhm.
Ruby was gonna die or
Exactly.
whatever.
That was
And-
a good cliffhanger.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
and then
Yeah.
people started talking about it on Twitter, and
Mhm.
it came out right before spring break,
Right.
and then into the summer, the show started picking up, and then season 2, they dropped the trailer,
Mhm.
and Ruby opens his eyes at
Mhm.
the end of the trailer, and Jamal has the money
Right. Oh.
all in
Right.
his
Right.
hands, and blew up.
Mhm.
Like millions and millions and millions of
Right.
views in hours. Like
Shit.
I had like from the first season, I had like 400,000 followers.
Right.
And then in 4 days, I had 1.8 million.
God damn.
Yeah, like it was crazy, like days after the
Exactly.
trailer dropped. And
Right.
then from there, it was just like on my
Up from
block.
there.
We was everywhere, like
Damn.
Teen Choice Awards and
Right.
Elle and 17 and
Right.
Teen Vogue and just all
Damn.
the, it was like a whole like,
Right.
I got my little Miley Cyrus moment. You know,
Right.
like I was like, shit.
Exactly.
Like,
Shit. God
yeah,
damn.
It was crazy.
So we gonna let this thicken up, and then we gonna season this shit.
Okay, this is looking thick though.
It is. There we go.
It smells great.
Thank you. What is your favorite song that you got out right now?
That I have out?
Right.
Yeah.
Really?
I feel like I always like whatever's newest the
True,
best. Yeah,
true.
because it's like everything else I'm like, oh, I was over that.
Been there,
creative
done
space.
that.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Got you. Got you. I guess who is your dream feature? Who do you want to make a song with?
Dream feature?
Yeah.
Like end goal, dream feature, Grammy award. Like there's
How
just
else can I word it?
Nobody, there's no restrictions here.
Yeah. Who? I'm gonna season this up while you figure that out.
Dream feature,
Mm-hmm.
Bruno Mars.
Really? Wow, I wouldn't have thought of that.
Why?
He's not the first person that would have came to mind,
Yeah,
honestly.
I feel like either Bruno Mars, of course Beyonce.
Right.
But that's just never gonna happen. I can't even dream of that. That would be like, if that happened, it would be like
Monumental.
what is like.
Have you ever met her?
No.
No? Like, have you ever been in the room with her yet? It's possible. It's gonna happen.
I'm shook.
Shit.
I'm shook. I feel like me and Bruno would have a great time.
I feel like I would. Yeah.
Like I always see myself like I want to go on tour with Bruno.
I feel like our voices would definitely complement each other really well.
Totally.
Yeah.
And just like him, he gonna be dancing, I'm gonna be dancing, we both gonna be fly.
Exactly.
Like we just gonna vibe out.
Right. Now, as far as touring goes, because you just came off tour.
Yeah.
How was the little kid inside you knowing, like, because you know how we be having like our concerts in the shower and shit?
I used to be all up in my
exactly,
bedroom.
like, yeah, like real shit. Like,
full concert.
How does the little kid in you feel? Knowing that you can walk out in his hundreds, thousands of fans screaming your name, singing your songs and shit. Like, how does that feel?
To me, that's like. So when I went out on tour, I opened for my friend Ombre. Amazing, amazing artist and musician. Bro, just the fact that people knew the song.
Right.
I was like, it took me, literally, even when I did the Philly show.
Exactly.
And I'm like, I'm gonna teach y'all the words real quick. It's gonna be new job. And they just start screaming all the words. I'm literally like, there are people like at their house that know the words to the songs, and then you come to tour and it's like, I don't see them. I see them as numbers. I see them as accounts online or whatever, but it's like, it's another thing to experience the energy. It's just so like rewarding. Yeah, and then I feel like the little kid, you have a concert in your head and it's just fun because you're performing it, but like, you don't really get the feedback, of course. When you're really there, and you get the feedback, and then even like city to city, everything is like a little bit different. Everything has its own, every venue has its own charm and feeling. Every even like outfit you wear on tour, like it's a whole different
feeling,
show and feeling. So I feel like that's what I love. Like even more so than creating the music, I love to perform. So that's like the end goal for me, is to like just like do a movie, tour. Do some festivals, do a show, tour. You know, like just always coming back to drop a project, put the art out, tour it. You know, I feel like that's gonna be my strategy for me.
There we go. All right, I just added all that in.
Okay, it's giving more chicken, no broth. Okay, sausage,
shrimp, chicken.
Okay, bet. I'm ready to eat.
Yeah,
like,
this is delicious.
I'm really hungry already.
There we go. Yeah, this is all coming together the way that it should. Is right, because I don't want to get embarrassed.
Yeah.
Cool.
$1 for Daisy.
That a couple times. Perfect.
Oh my God! Look at all of that.
Not yet.
What we drinking today? Oh, and you got that shit.
Yeah, I'm not fucking playing.
Yeah, this nigga know what's going on.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
That's all you.
Thank you so much.
All right, let me make this plate real quick.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna wait for you.
Word.
Okay, so right now while we here, presentation, I'm gonna give 10. He had to get new bowls and a new fork. So just for the effort alone, we're giving 10 on presentation. I also like how he got the little dollop of the rice in the middle. It allows me to bust it open and then get as much juice as I like. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So 10 there.
Absolutely.
Creativity, I'm also gonna give a 10 because we're in Philly. To do gumbo in Philly is very different. So I really appreciate that for me. And to have it with this right here, the peach pineapple, this is wild. This is like crack. Okay, cool. So now taste, I'm gonna wait for Will. Okay. But I already see this sausage is very, very sizzly right here. This shrimp right here looks good. I'm getting everything right here. This is a chicken piece. This is a celery. This is an onion. Everything's in here and well incorporated well. It is a good thickness too. God is great. God is good.
Absolutely. God is good. God is great. And we thank you for this amazing meal. Amen.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you, Lord. Okay. Boom. Absolutely. I'm digging in. Let me get a shrimp. Oh, it is hot.
Okay.
Now let me get a chicken.
Okay. I'm scared as fuck. Okay.
Okay, now let me get a sausage. Oh, it's hot.
All right.
Okay.
I'm fucking with that.
And it's the real right here. I'm finna get rice, a sausage, a shrimp,
All right.
and a chicken.
Absolutely.
I'm finna see if I can taste all three of them from each other. Okay, taste. I'm gonna give 9 only because
Only because.
no crawfish.
Oh shit. I didn't even know you had crawfish in gumbo.
What? Now you know.
All right.
This is delicious.
Thank you.
I would actually make this and eat this all the time. This is delicious.
Shit. Damn,
I'm
he picked up
happy
the bowl
now.
and everything.
Yeah,
That's how you.
I'm happy now too because you know you be nervous coming places and having people cooking.
Exactly.
It's a scary experience. I'm too nice, so it's always hard when you don't,
Exactly.
and then you gotta act.
You gotta act like
do.
you like it.
Yeah, and then you don't finish it, but
Right.
you be like,
It was
I have a
great.
flight.
Like, oh my god.
I
Like,
have a
exactly.
flight. I get motion sickness on my plane, you know.
We're gonna go back to on my block, right?
Okay.
Show ended.
You got it.
Yeah, it does.
I like that though. I feel like it's hair growing.
Right.
On my chest. Warm in my soul.
Shit. So the show concluded a couple years ago.
Yes.
First question.
Okay.
Did you like the way how it ended?
No. Nope.
Mm-mm.
I think we could have went to 5 or 6.
Knowing that the show ended years ago, does it annoy you? Because at the end of the day, you're Brett Gray,
Right.
not Jamal.
Right.
When people come up to you, Instagram, in person, oh, it's Jamal from On My Block versus Brett Gray, do that annoy the fuck out of you?
It doesn't annoy me because sometimes that's the people, you just know the name of the character.
Exactly.
I don't like when people use it as almost like to try to play me. Like if I'm saying something and they be like, shut up, Jamal, that
shit.
bothers me.
Right.
Because now it's like,
That's
first
rude.
of all, Jamal is an icon in the legend.
Exactly.
And for you to act like almost like that's a reason to like
Exactly.
try to
Downplay.
act like it's a downplay, it's kind of like you're a weirdo for
No,
that.
for real.
But no, it doesn't bother me when people call me it. It bothers me when people call me it to try and be weird in some way, because it's like I consider it a compliment.
Right.
So if you calling me it in a way to like silence me or say that something else I'm doing is not going to be whatever, because some people they watch a show and you're that character for the rest of their life. They don't care. And that's them.
Right.
That's fine. I'm gonna do other things and be a part of other things. You know, I don't think it then gives you the opportunity to disrespect the work that I am doing.
Exactly.
That's not that. But at the same time, for people who just see me on the street and don't know my real name, I don't really care.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So I want to play a game. It's called the Philly game, right? So
It's gone, y'all.
Gone.
Just so you know.
I'm proud. I'm proud.
Me
Okay.
too.
Philly game.
Philly game.
All right. So you come here pretty often. You from here. So I'm gonna get into some Philly stuff. So how Philly are you? So say 5 different things in Philly slang within 30 seconds.
John, dickhead, fuck you talking about, it's brick, in 30 seconds, shit, fuck out of here, dickhead. Fuck out of here, dickhead. Dick up, young boy, fuck you mean? Because I started getting mad. My 30 seconds running out, like.
Yo, that's fucking crazy, yo. Yo, he said that with so much pain too. Oh my god.
Fuck out of here, young boy.
Oh my god.
I almost said, I used to pray for times
Like this,
to
around like this, so I had to. Cheesesteak order. What is Brett's cheesesteak
Salt,
order?
pepper, ketchup, extra mayo, and fried onions.
Okay, in
And
one
hot sauce on the
sentence.
sides.
Ooh. Jalapenos.
Open it up and drizzle the hot sauce in.
You did jalapenos on the
I
cheesesteak.
can't do jalapenos.
Really? Why?
Allergic.
Real shit.
I'm allergic to capsaicin.
Oh shit.
It fucks me up.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then you know meat, right? You meatball? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It ain't nothing.
Ain't nothing. So
okay.
when are we getting a collab? Ain't nothing. Starborn collab.
She
On some real
don't-
shit? Like I feel like that's only
She don't know me.
she need to.
Well, Meatball, what's up, yo? I'm a big
Exactly.
fan. It ain't nothing
It ain't
ever.
nothing. Ain't never been nothing.
You
know,
feel me?
We worry
Let me
about the
know.
wrong things when we need to be buying beanies.
You
and
feel
shit.
what I'm
Exactly.
saying? We worry about the wrong thing. We need to be buying beanies.
Exactly. What is the fan base called? Because I remember.
I don't know.
Because I know
I'm scraping my bowl.
that's
like,
great. I fucked that shit up.
Did we see
I
this?
did. Exactly. Because I remember we
I don't
went
know what it's
live
called.
not too long ago, and everybody was like the blue balls, and
We are not being called the blue ball.
I felt like that was different.
No. For that to represent unfinished business,
Hey,
no. Disrespectful.
I feel like that was right.
No.
It's creative.
Don't nobody want to be no blue ball.
Hey. All right. So what?
It's creative.
It's
It's derogatory.
Hey,
it's
all right.
controversial. It's
It is.
heathenous.
All right,
It's
cool.
heinous.
My bad. So what you thinking?
I don't know. Y'all gonna have to come up with the next.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could you imagine like the Grammy goes to brettgray? I want to thank all my blue balls. No.
Oh my god. Yeah. They gonna call you a freak.
They gonna be like, what?
Mm-mm-mm.
Kids, we're not buying that.
No, damn.
Oh, shit, we did it. Hey,
Shit.
we on Cooking with Will right now.
Exactly.
Do y'all understand? This is crazy.
Exactly. This is some real shit. You just made this a whole different thing.
This is a whole different thing.
This is a whole different
This is
thing.
a talk show.
I can't
You
do
need
it.
to
Like,
have more guests now.
I need more space.
We Tabitha Brown.
I need more space. We're not even sitting on the right side of the table.
That's okay.
Right.
This is the beginning.
This is beginning.
This is the mustard
Shit.
seed.
Exactly.
You feel me? That's all it takes.
Exactly.
Said the Lord.
Exactly.
And so,
Shit.
you know,
Mhm.
you never know. Somebody might see this and be like, "Can I come?"
Exactly,
And then
true.
you're like, "Oh shit."
Shit, I was not expecting no shit like this. I thought it was just gonna be like, hey, how to make this. I didn't even know it was gonna be an interview, because what I'm thinking now is that once the funds is built and the bag is bagging,
Right.
I want to have like a studio where one side is the kitchen, and then similar to the way how my room look, it's gonna be like the podcast space where
Oh,
we
I love
walk to the next room with the
To
plate,
do the plate, to
eat,
do
and
the-
then talk. I think that would be really dope.
That's hard. So you
Kudos
do the
to them.
tutorial,
Yeah.
you do the
Mhm.
little introduction, and
Exactly.
then you go into
Go,
the podcast
and then-
enjoying the food.
And then fuck that shit up. I think so. Just cheers. Exactly. Shit. So listen, guys, it's been real. Too
It's
real.
been too real today.
Too real.
We just spent 2 hours making gumbo.
Exactly,
in Philly.
gumbo and talking and shit. Like, that's
Love it.
crazy. I appreciate y'all for watching.
Thank
This is
you.
Brett motherfucking Gray. Put some respect on it.
Put some respect.
Exactly. It's what. Can I get that?
I got you.
Okay, great. Until next episode, guys. I'll see you guys when I see you guys.
Gang.
Peace out.